All right, YouTube. This was my aha moment tonight about religion. I was just thinking to myself, there's always been this fundamental question whether or not God allows bad things to happen to you because that's the way He designed it, or do bad things happen to you because He allows Satan to do those bad things to you? And I guess the whole point is, why do those bad things exist? And from what I understand, it's simply because God got pissed off at human faith, which again, He created. And He also created the devil. I was thinking this, okay? If I have I have a brother, okay, and I love him to death, all right, and he's 5 years under me, and so I always kind of looked at him as my son. I took on the responsibility, and I felt it was my duty to explain to him, what the consequences were for his actions. I would say, hey, if you do this, this is going to happen, okay, and I don't want this to happen to you, so I'm telling you not to do this thing. And I kind of see, how, maybe that's how religion plays a part. The Bible was written to kind of explain to people, socially, what to do and what not to do. And if you did these certain things or you didn't do it, this way, then this is what was going to happen to you. And it was always a bad thing. If you commit this sin, well, this is going to happen to you. My question is that the way God designed it because that's the way He wanted it? Or is this the way it is because when you do these certain things, Satan for some reason wants to do bad things to you? And God allows Satan to do these bad things to you. And my problem with this is, first of all, if God designed it this way, then screw God. I don't like it. If I can create something the way I want to create it, okay, then I wouldn't allow any bad things at all. It would all be good. From which I understand is the way things were originally designed. And then basically God got pissed off and said, well, hey, because you guys, did this, did that, screw you. Now I'm going to let bad stuff happen to you. Is God that humanistic that He gets pissed off? Sounds a lot like the gods of Greek mythology. They get mad and do certain things. We were made in His image. Okay, so maybe we are somewhat God-like. Or maybe God is somewhat human-like. What we consider human characteristics may be God characteristics. Either way, I don't really like this guy. I personally don't like people who are emotional, and make decisions based on their feelings or emotions. That's just me. It's my personal preference, But, hey, if that's who God is, I do my best to distance myself from people like that, So again, the question is, does God allow bad things to happen because that's the way He designed it? Or does God allow Satan to do bad things to you? Which, if that's the case, means that God is not in control of Satan, which He created. So the question is, just how powerful is God? Again, I have a brother. If I knew that someone was going to kill my brother because of something my brother did, I would tell my brother not to do that thing or else he's going to get killed. But that also means I have no control over the person that's going to kill my brother. Because if I had control over the person that was going to kill my brother, well, I wouldn't allow that person to kill my brother. My brother could do whatever he wanted to do. If in fact I designed it the way I wanted to. Also, we have this thing of, well, if you don't do this or you don't do that, then you can't come and live with me in heaven. Again, I have a home. I love my brother. The only way that I would not allow my brother to come live with me is if my brother would do something while living with me that would harm me in some kind of way. If my brother stole from me, he can't live with me. If my brother has people chasing him, trying to kill him, he can't live with me either because they might kill me in the process. Does this happen with God? Does God not want people living in heaven that would steal or kill or rape? And that begs the question, are we going to have the same humanistic characteristics in heaven that we have down here? Because I can't think of any crime or any sin that isn't based on some humanistic want, need, or desire. People don't steal just to steal. They steal to own possession. People don't kill just to kill. They kill for, various reasons. Revenge, economic things maybe sometimes. They don't want to get caught so they don't leave any witnesses. They get pissed off and they just do some kind of emotional bang, bang, I don't like you, and that's why I made this decision to kill you. Are we going to have those same characteristics in heaven? From what I understand, in heaven, there are no possessions, so there will be no need to steal. Are we going to want to have sex in heaven? And if we don't get sex, we'll be likely to rape someone? Again, if that's the way heaven is designed, I just don't see that being a utopia. In a utopia, there will be no need. Well, not a need. There will be no desire for those things. We wouldn't want to own things. We wouldn't want to have sex. We wouldn't want to. We wouldn't want to sleep. That would be utopia. And, I've always said that the reason why life is good is because we do have those desires. We do want to eat. We do want to own possessions. We do want to have sex. We do want to do these things. And along with that comes, the crime and stuff like that, where people can't get those things by conventional means, but they use unconventional means in order to acquire those things. Is heaven this way? Sounds a lot like earth to me. As far as I can tell, the only difference between heaven and earth is in heaven, supposedly the people up there would never rape, they would never steal, they would never kill. If that's the case, then I understand it. But at the same time, why would you design heaven to be that way?